Shalom. This is Rabbi Isaac Levy unveiling biblical truths regarding the holiness of God. We're going to turn over to Psalm 22 and verse 3. But thou art holy, O thou that inhabitest the praises of Israel. Verse 4. Our fathers trusted in thee. They trusted, and thou didst deliver them. They cried unto thee, and were delivered. They trusted in thee, and were not confused or confounded. What are we gathering from this? What is the lesson here? Yes, this God that we're reading in the Bible, the holy God, the righteous God, the omnipotent God, He can be trusted. And our patriarchs trusted Him, made a covenant with Him. The nation of Israel have trusted in Him. And I believe you and I can trust Him. In the middle of Yeshua's suffering, in the very middle, He said of His Father that God is holy. God is holy, and He can be trusted. We're going to go to Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 32. 3:32. For the froward is abomination to the Lord, but his secret is with righteousness. We have so many people with big titles, professors, teachers, educators, and they all come to us as if they were greater than God. I think it's about time for us to detach ourselves from these great people who claim to be greater than God. And let us focus on the life giver. Those other people cannot give us life. They have no promises for us. They have nothing of which to redeem us from. But God has the answer. Proverbs 15 and 26. Verse 26, the thoughts of the wicked are an abomination to the Lord, but the words of the pure are pleasant words. He that is greedy of gain troubleth his house, but he that hateth gifts shall live. Do we understand what these gifts are all about? People make promises to us all the time, but they're not promises from God. These are man promises. We need to listen to the promises and to the gifts that come from God. And the promises and gifts are eternal life. How do we obtain them? Only through obedience. Hebrews chapter 9 and verse 22. And almost all things are by the law purged with blood. And without shedding of blood is no remission. There is no remission without the blood of Yeshua, of Christ. Okay, so when we are looking for ways to get us closer to God, ways that will please God, what is the answer? Obedience to His laws. The book of Nahum, chapter 1 and verse 2. God is jealous. I'm going to say it again. God is jealous. And the Lord revengeth. Now, we've never heard that. All we have ever heard was God is love. God is sweet. But this does not tell me this. Beyond what we have heard and what we already know, that God is love and God is patient and long-suffering. But there's another face to God that we must look into. God is jealous, and He avengeth. That means He comes with vengeance and without mercy. Don't be looking for grace. She is not home. He's coming with vengeance because of people's disobedience. The Lord revengeth and is furious. The Lord will take vengeance on His adversaries, and He reserveth wrath for His enemies. Who are the enemies? Who are the adversaries of the Lord? Those who twist the truth. those who make a new religion, those who tell you and me that there's other ways to God. There is no other way. There's only one way, the truth way, the way of Christ, Yeshua. He says, I am the way, and I am the truth, and I am the door. To whom? Not to himself, but to God, his Father.